Is Parth Pawar being protected in the Mundwa land scam? And has he really received a clean chit? These questions are now everywhere, especially after several media reports claimed that he has been cleared. But what is the actual truth? Has Parth Pawar really been given a clean chit, or is the matter still under investigation? Let's understand this. Now, first, what exactly is the Mundwa land scam? This case is about a 40 to 43 acre plot in Pune's Mundwa Koregaon Park area. This land was classified as Meher Vatan land, which means it was government owned and originally meant for Dalits. It has been leased to the Botanical Survey of India. In 2025, this land, whose market value is said to be around 1,800 crore, was sold for just 300 crore to a company called Amedia Enterprises LLP. Now, why did this become controversial? Because Amedia Enterprises LLP is a firm where Parth Pawar is the majority partner, along with his cousin Digvijay Patil. There was serious allegation in this deal. Reports claimed that only Rs 500 stamp duty was initially paid instead of around Rs 21 crore. Also, the sale was done through a power of attorney holder, Sheetal Tejwani, even though this type of protected government land cannot be privately transferred. So how did Parth Pawar's name come into the picture? Because his company was the buyer of this land. That led to questions about whether there was political influence or whether revenue officials ignored red flags. An FIR was filed against Sheetal Tejwani, who executed the sale deed, and against sub-registrar Ravindra Taru, who registered it. Digvijay Patil was also named, but notably Parth Pawar was not named as an accused in the FIR. Police arrested Tejwani and Taru in December 2025. Both remain in custody after recent bail rejections in February 2026. A 1,886-page charge sheet was filed against Tejwani. Even in that charge sheet, Parth Pawar and Digvijay Patil were not included. But the question is, if it was Parth Pawar's company, why didn't his name come? Now, coming to the latest development, a 5-member probe committee led by IAS officer Vikas Kharge submitted its report to Revenue Minister Chandrasekhar Bawankule. According to sources, the report did not find any direct evidence like Parth Pawar's signature on documents and therefore did not hold him directly responsible. However, it reportedly recommended action against certain revenue officials for negligence and asked for recovery of the full 21 crore stamp duty from Amedia Enterprises. But here is the important point. Revenue Minister Chandrasekhar Bawankule had earlier called reports of a clean chit baseless. He said the probe had been extended multiple times and no formal public clearance had been announced yet. As of now, there is no officially declared clean chit in the public domain. But what happens next? The government has not yet publicly released the full report. Amedia still has to pay the pending dues. Police and EOW investigations are continuing and 2 FIRs are already registered. Meanwhile, there is a political speculation because this comes at a time when Parth Pawar's name is being discussed in the context of a possible Rajya Sabha entry after his father Ajit Pawar's tragic plane crash on January 28 and Sunetra Pawar taking over as Deputy CM. Politically, this has sparked a big row. Shiv Sena UBT leader Sanjay Raut has alleged favoritism. RTI activist Vijay Kumar has questioned why the probe was extended multiple times, calling it a possible cover-up to shield beneficiaries. Even an earlier Muthe committee report in November 2025 had not named Parth Pawar, which added to the controversy. So now the big question remains, is this a genuine case of no evidence or is it political protection? Tell us your thoughts in the comments below and thanks for watching Lokmat Times.